Hello my lovelies, Rob here at Kickback Garage. Haven't I got a treat for you today? Have you ever been out on the road, especially touring, and run out of petrol on your Lambretta? Of course you have. I have got the solution so that you will not do that in the future. Grab a coffee, I'll see you after the intro. What I'm talking about is obviously, if you don't live under a stone, you have probably seen these already. I have received, actually, I was so jealous of Russ at Shed Tune. He'd managed to blag himself a fuel gauge, that's what I'm talking about, a fuel gauge for his Lambretta from the lovely lads at Cambridge Lambretta. They have come up with a genius little solution that should solve all our running out of fuel worries. And I was so jealous, I cried a little bit to Camlam, and I went even better than Russ. So take that, Russ. I got two. So I have got a Rally Master rack on my Series 1, which I'm hoping to take to the National Rally in Bergen. And I have already drilled a hole, as you can see here in my Rally Master dashboard, for the Cambridge Lambretta fuel gauge. The only thing, if I'm going to put my finger on something, even though I got it for free, thanks Camlam, I'm really pleased. Thank you very much. The only, if anything, these gauges sit a little bit deep. So what I had to do is I made some plastic bushings and lift up my bush about 5 millimeters, so that the bottom of the fuel gauge doesn't come in contact with my wheel. That does give me a problem, however. So if you've not seen the video from Russ at Shed Tune on fitting these, go and watch that. He does it slightly different than what I'm going to do today. I'm going to overcomplicate matters, yeah, just because that's me. So my issue is on the bottom of these gauges, there's an on-off button, and you can power these either with a battery if you've got one on your scoot. If you're like me and run full AC and can't be bothered with the hassle of a battery, then you can actually run these off a small auxiliary 9-volt battery, which I obviously haven't got here. I've got it somewhere. Yes, I have. I've got it in a little pouch. It comes with a little pouch, by the way, which you can use, connect. Apparently these last for something like 7 hours, the little batteries. But what I have done, I have bought a kit here in Norway with 2 of these batteries and a USB plug, so they're rechargeable. And apparently they're supposed to be able to recharge about 2,000 times or something like that. So on the very, very long trips, I'll probably take both batteries with me. On normal trips, I'll just have the one. My problem is that I ride, one of my scooters at least is pretty frugal, and I've got a big tank. The boys I ride together with, they have original tanks. So what I find I do, because I hit filling like 2 litres at a time, is I jump over fuel stops. So I let the lads fill, and then I'll ride to the next stop, and I've got some control at that. But actually when I had a long range fuel tank, that went wrong a couple of times. So the thing is here is, if I'm just out on a local ride and I'm not sure how much is in the tank, because Lambretta tank, for some reason, especially if you've got an aluminium or stainless steel one, looking down in the tank, you can't see really how much is in there. You think you're empty and you end up filling 2 litres. You think you're full and you're almost completely empty. So I've fallen for that quite a few times because I'm an idiot. So I'm going to fit on this scooter. I am fitting the one with the fuel gauge, the same as Russ had, but because I can't get to the button underneath, I've decided to fit a switch. If I can find it. Because I want to keep the retro looks, I've been looking around, I've been looking around at toggle switches, the pull-up switches, stuff like that. Actually, I've got my brake cable underneath the handlebar here, which threads into the hole for the bolt. I was a bit worried that like the toggle pull switches might catch that, especially due to the fact that I have to lift the dashboard up a little bit. And the toggle switches, that's all done to death. So I've decided to be a little bit different, and I bought from Scooter Centre, I bought Vespa GS 150 turn signal. I think I can make this work. So like I said, if you just go out in the garage and you wonder how much petrol you've got on, I will be able to just turn this on. I'm still got bloody cough, it's so annoying. 4 weeks now. I can just I can decide I'm gonna want it on left and right. This is a turn signal. So I can turn it, and I think I want to fit it opposite there on the dash there, and I think that is going to look quite snazzy, lad. So looking at the switch, I've got these terminals here, and I reckon if I do it, what's most natural to turn something on? I reckon for turning something on, you put it to the right and turn it off on the left. Because this is running off a little 9-volt battery, I want to completely isolate it, turn it off when I turn it off. So I think I'm going to use these two wires here. And that does mean I have to drill a couple of holes in the back, and obviously a couple of holes in the face of the switch. But before I do that and bore you, because I've told you Russ has almost done it the same way that I have done it, I just want to run very quickly through what you get in the box. You get, that is a manifold. You do not get a manifold for your MB manifold. You get an array of screws, clamps, a little bracket, and you get this strap, which incidentally fits around your fuel gauge. So if you are normal or don't have a dash on or a toolbox you can fit it to, you can actually bolt this into the upper horn cast mounting, fit your fuel gauge, strap it to that, and you've got your fuel gauge. You can either place it to the right or in the middle of the scooter on your leg shield. So that, I think, is actually pretty nifty. Very, very nice. You also get this here. This is obviously for the 9-volt battery. I've actually digged around and found the battery. I bought this one, pale blue. They come well recommended. And in the bottom you can see there is USB-C and USB shit. And you simply connect it to this. And for me, finding some place to have this tiny little pouch with the battery in is a lot easier than having a full battery. Incidentally, which is very cool, they come with a sticky back pad. So I will maybe be able to, let's just do a bit of wobbly cam. I might be able to fit that somewhere under the dash there, so that when I run out of juice, I can just open it up and change the battery on the long trips. And otherwise, you can ride without it, and I can just turn it on when I need to check how much fuel I've got, which is 100 million times better than normal. You also obviously get the sender. The sender is in the fuel cap. These fuel caps, they look very much like boat fuel caps. I've got, or I used to own a boat, and the tank was pretty simple there, and it had this sort of fuel tap with the sender, up and down, very cool. The nice thing is they've been converted so that they fit quite a few different tanks, hundreds almost, I reckon. You can get them for LDs, normal tanks. You can get them for the Oiltech tank, the Asian mid-range tank, which I have got in Turid over there. And you can get them so they have an adapter, and you can fit them to the BGM super duper plastic tank. So almost whichever tank you've got a sender that will fit. Now, in the complete opposite direction of how the fuel gauge works, the ones, if you've got a SIP speedo, the fuel gauge thing there, this is sort of a properly upscaled version of that. So this is not going to fail you. Famous last words, but I reckon this is going to, it looks super good quality. Nice fat tabs on there. They fit the tank really nicely. And a proper heavy duty bit of kit. So I reckon we are on a winner here. So because I love both my scooters, I will be fitting one on my Sledgehammer 333 and I'll be fitting one on my beautiful Series 2 with the RT240. Now this RT240 machine, that has an Asian mid-range tank, and I have got a SIP speedo. I have also got a SIP speedo on the Sledgehammer, but because I've got room for a proper gauge, that's why I'm fitting it on there. I think that's the better option. If you don't have even if you have a SIP speedo, it's so annoying because all it says is low fuel when you get down to a certain point, which you never really know what is. So these sort of take away the guesswork. But if you want to fit one of these to the SIP speedo, this is definitely the simplest option because this sender for the Asian tank I bought, the reason why they're different is, apart from the fact that they do have different caps on the different types, is the length of the sender. So they've sort of worked out, if you've got an oil tech tank, you need a certain length, and if you've got the Asian tank, you need another length. So that's why. But I think, at the moment, I think the SIP sender is just one size. So what I will do with this, once I fit it, is fill it up till it just stop saying low fuel on the tank, so that I know how much fuel I've got in the tank when the warning comes up. So I probably have a couple of litres, I reckon. I can measure as well, see how deep this goes. But anyway, stop babbling. This is really, really simple. All you do is remove your original tank cap, fit this. You see on this side of the wire, this is the same plug that the fuel tap sender has got on it from the ones that you use for the SIP speedo. You simply plug in that. That's it. That's it. That's all you have to do. It also has an extension lead here, this one. So if your plug is miles away, you can plug it in and you can decide how long you need to have that cable. Obviously, you need to have the cable long enough so that when you take out, so that you'll be able to take out the cap and have enough wire to pull it up and pull it out. So that's really, really simple. And another thing they have done, if you want to have a belt and braces situation going on there, is I also got one of these, which is a little LED warning light which comes on when you have low fuel. And this you can fit in your headset. I think my mate Steve, didn't he have one on his toolbox door so he didn't have to drill his headset? Oh, sorry. Yeah, something like that. You can, if you've got a toolbox door, you can put it there, and then it shines up really bright, and you can tell if your fuel is low. Brilliant. So I'll fit that. It'll take like a whole of 3 minutes. I found out the problem with my microphone. It definitely turns itself off when I turn off the camera. Anyway, what I have done is made a little template out of cardboard, and that the holes on here, they coincide with the holes on the light switch. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm just going to do it really easy, haphazardly place this on the dash and use some white paint and drill me some holes, me lovely. That's what I'm going to do. If that machine there wasn't in the way, it would make it a little bit easier, but I can't swing a cat in the garage at the moment. Got 4 projects going on at the same time, so my stuff is anti-prioritized. I do like a little bit of, don't talk with your mouth full, I do like a little bit of symmetry. So, and it'd be nice if I could get it straight. So I would like to have it in the middle of this area here. Actually, that is a bit further in, so I can bring it in a little bit. How far is that? Let's measure it scientifically. There. That is too far. Scientifically measured. And incidentally, while I'm faffing around with this, the hole for the fuel gauge is 42 mil. I didn't have and couldn't be asked buying, and it was a Sunday when I drilled my hole. I actually made a circle, drilled out loads of holes, and finished it off with a Dremel. So it's not perfectly uniform, but it doesn't matter because it fits good. So it's slightly off center up and in about there. What do we think about that, Rob? I'm going to kick myself if I drill those holes wrongly. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Blob of paint. Oh, shit. Oh, Rob. Black marker it is. But, that'll do. I just have to make sure. I've got a bit of framework under here. Just want to make sure that I'm not touching that. That would be a disaster. That looks pretty good. And I moved it up actually slightly a bit because of the toggly switch, so it is definitely not central and it is definitely not straight, which is pretty much me in a nutshell. So this is my plan of attack. This plugs into the gauge itself. This obviously plugs into the battery. What I am going to do is put some cut these, put some longer wires on, and feed that to my switch, and then from my switch to the battery. Does that make sense? I think that should work. We'll see. Jesus, I'm starting to feel like Mike Byron here from Team Pacemaker. What an idiot. I'm such an idiot. What I managed to do was, I don't know how I did it. I mean, let it be known that I'm an idiot, and you know, most of you know that already. But even my haters would laugh at this one. I managed to wire up the switch incorrectly. I managed to put both the poles together on the switch. So when I turned on the switch, everything worked as it should do. But my battery blew up like a balloon and got really, really hot. I had to grab some gloves to take that apart again. I obviously short-circuited the battery. But I think everything's how it should be. Now let's have a look. The reason why I'm feeling like Mark, by the way, is it's really late. It is about 1 o'clock at night, and tomorrow morning I am popping off on my travels, and I haven't even packed. And when I get back from my travels, I have got a couple of hours, I think. If I'm lucky, I've got a couple of hours. And then in those couple of hours, I have to pack the scooter. I haven't even tried this. I rebuilt this last year. I haven't even started it because of the tank problem. I haven't even got petrol in the tank. So I've got my work cut out for me. And it's a little bit risky taking this now to Bergen, which is, by the way, a 560 kilometer jaunt each way. So yeah, but anyway, don't think about that. I'll grab the wobbly cam and show you. So here you see the fuel gauge and my little switch. I think that looks pretty retro, doesn't it? Give us a shout down below what you think. I think it looks pretty cool. I could obviously add a gauge or something here, you know, like a rev counter or something like that. But I think that looks pretty cool. I did have sticker bomb stickers on there. But to match the whole scooter, and because I'm hoping to catch a little bit of attention in Bergen, I painted it that lovely blue colour. Biltema blue, we call that in Norway. Let's just show you the wire routing. So the wire that goes, the main wire from, it's really hard to see, but the main wire from the gauge, I drilled a hole in the leg shield there. It's really dark, should really get my light out, but it's you'll see it. And fit a little grommet. Luckily, because I have got the Spanish turning mudguard now, it was quite easy to just drop that wire down, route it under the footboard by the frame. That comes out here. Handily, this kit also comes with a couple of Wagos. I couldn't get this one to work, and it's so late, I really have to go to bed. But I've just wired it up loosely, so that's something I'm going to sort out when I get back home. And the little pouch for the battery, I didn't want to stick that on the leg shield yet. What I need to do is get this spare wheel fitted, so I can see how much room. I actually think I've got quite a lot of room. I think I'll probably put it up there. Just let me grab my light. Ah, that's better. You can see it now, can't you? That's the grommet with the wire that goes through to the rear of the scooter, and the wiring, I've just tucked it up underneath here with a couple of zip ties, and then I've got this wire here loose to the battery. This one isn't blowing up, so that's good. And like I said, I will fit the pouch. I think I'll probably put it here if I've got enough room for it, and then it just gives it really, really easy access if I need to change the battery. So if I take two to Bergen, I'm thinking if I take two of these rechargeable batteries with me, I'll have loads. Actually, I've probably got enough to get up on one charge and down on a new charge, but we will see. I'll take both, so maybe I don't have to, because I'm going to take the camera. I'm going to be charging other stuff as well. But let's stop babbling and let's have a look if, oh, I'm getting old. Let's have a look if it works. Oh. Switch on. It's a little odd. Maybe I should wire that up to something. But I think it looks pretty cool. And there you go, the fuel gauge. Right at the moment now, it is showing that I have 0 fuel. And that is sort of true, or very true, but I have prepared my gauge here, like this. Can I, and what I'm going to do is move this up a little bit, this stopper here, this one, and we can see the gauge, see if that moves. Oh yes, it does. Nice. Halfway up. Full. Ah, that is so cool. No more guesswork, boys. No more guesswork. Oh, chuffed a bit. Point to note, I do like to use the drip tray. I've cut out the corner of the drip tray so that I can pull up the wire. I'm going to have to route this a little bit different. Pull up the wire so I've got enough to take it off, and then we fit it in. I'm going to have to I'm going to sort this out when I get home, amongst other things. And then just why won't it go in? What's happening now? Ah, bollocks, my drip tray is interfering with it. I did have this on. I know it works. Ah, bollocks. It means I have to fettle that drip tray. Maybe I'll cut down the felt so they can use the drip tray on that. But, brilliant. Chuffed to bits. Obviously, like I said, there is a switch on, I'll show you that. There's a switch on the bottom of the fuel gauge here. Turns it off and on, but I can't get to that. I've got it on the left hand side because we drive on the right hand side. I've got my mirror there as well, so this is the area I'm glancing mostly at. Whereas in the UK, it's probably smart to put it in on the right hand side, and if you've got a dashboard like I have, then you can get to it easy. Or if you've got it in a toolbox, you just open the lid and you can turn off the gauge like that. Coolio, coolio. I absolutely hate doing things last minute, but that's the way it goes. I've been waiting ages for that oil tech tank, and I obviously couldn't fit the fuel gauge before the tank came. I haven't started on Tourid, but that's just my Series 2, but that's just a case of just plugging that in. I'm going to do that when I get home from the rally in Bergen. So hopefully the next time you'll see this scooter is actually out on the road. Hopefully. My backup plan is, if this thing doesn't work as it should, I should at least take it up and down the road just to test that everything's working as it should do. And if it is, then I'm going to chance it. If not, I'll probably have to jump on my Series 2, which would be a bit sad after all this messing about with this one. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I will knock it on the head. I really need to go and pack. I will say that, what will I say? I will say that I'm really tired. I'm going to say that I'm really glad that you take the time to watch these videos. And if you enjoy them, don't forget, do the old subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Ta-ra!